So my mom and I ended up going on a lava tube tour, and this was not one of the safe, concreted, safety precautions everywhere lava tubes that they have in Hawaii. Hell no. This was a lava tube that was under someone's front yard. In fact, he fell into it while he was building his carport, and now he gives tours. And I'm just saying, the lava tube was awesome, but listening to this guy was even more awesome. We started out what looked like as just a hole in the ground.
And it used to pond down by that. See right there, that's the natural entrance. You know the skylight?
It turns out he had built stairs down into the hole, or the entrance, by hand. I did mention this guy was amazing, right? So we went down into the hole.
The spores, you know, because all around is the hapu, and the spores, I guess they blow in the wind, and then they like this.
Hopefully we make it out.
And ended up in a black hole in the ground. A black hole in the ground filled with just so much amazing stuff. And I know that a lot of these are kind of just random clips, and it's hard to get the true scope of how big this place was, but just enjoy.
But I never did get to see that one because it was on the mainland, and we did get a cable. We didn't have
Anything like that. It looks like an animal skin.
Yeah, like a leopard.
Yeah.
Look like steps.
That is so beautiful over there. It's so like slippery but shiny and.
Yeah. You hear?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
On my carport. It's off to the about 50 feet from the right of the carport.
Yeah.
It looked like the wax melting onto the candle.
Looks like that, huh?
That is really neat looking.
Especially the people that's been on the mainland, you have giant, you've seen the crystal caves on TV already, yeah? Oh, that's just so fascinating to me. Just amazing.
What is that?
That's a rat turd, and that is the...
Oh, now that's really cool.
Found this red...
Look at that.
This is just as an example, you know, a shark's mouth. So we call this Shark's Tooth Cove. Where this is like the lower level, but they call this the alien. You see how that looks?
Yeah, it does.
And they said that reminds them of, you know, where the monster was in his green gowns?
It really is a lot like whatever the main honeycomb part.
And it kind of resembles that.
Yeah, it does.
But it's forever changing. But didn't we have that red color I was telling you about is down here?
Altogether, we were down there for about 3 hours. Once we emerged, my mom wanted to go up to the volcano, Mauna Loa, I think it's called. I'll have to look that up. When we were there, they were having some serious outgassing, haha, pun intended, and the usual idiot tourists.
You can smell it. It's really very strongly. How are there people over there right next to it?
They don't live here.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it's toxic. They're Japanese tourists.
Look at, they're like bathing in it.
They're Japanese tourists.
What the?
From a Japanese tour man.
That woman's standing in it with an umbrella. Poor air quality.
I've got a headache.
But we still got to see the crater, which at one time was a lake of lava, which reminds me of a song.
Mauna Loa. This is Mauna Loa crater.
This is Halimau.
Yeah. Okay. It's really cool.
Once I got over the lake of lava thing, we got to figure out how many rangers it takes to sharpen a pocket knife.
Park ranger who's randomly sharpening his pocket knife right in front of the park. Yeah, just totally random. I'm gonna stop here and sharpen my knife with my handy dandy knife sharpener that I have with me.
Now another one's gonna come to watch you sharpen stuff.
Okay. Yeah, they're guarding the knife sharpening. Yeah, they are. They're like guarding the knife sharpener.
There's a third onlooker.
Sharpening knife takes to more people in Hawaii.
Takes 3, apparently, which is exciting. I know I haven't talked about my parents' house yet, but where my parents live, there's an introduced species called a koki frog, which is this. I think they kind of look like Gollum. Well, Gollum if he was possessed. Now, these are not ordinary frogs. They make more noise than any frog I have ever heard in my life, and when you consider the fact that they're about yay big, that's sort of amazing.
So I know you can't see anything, but this is actually just to record the sounds of the koki frogs.
That's what it sounded like every night. It was really cool. You just kind of got used to it. So, see you guys in the next video.
Okay, so we've seen this guy's work here all over the place. Perez. But so he does a really great job on bodies. It's really well done. But the moment you get to faces, it goes to hell. I mean, look at he's got a real issue with eyes and just faces.
There's no websites out there, but people sell showcase, and this is what this is called. It's called a showcase.
Water. Oh, never mind. Maybe it was a leaf.
Their hats and gloves and knee pads and all this stuff. Ropes. You don't need ropes. You're not gonna get stuck.